I dreamed of soaring against a deep blue sky, the air flowing over me.
The sun on my face. In complete control.
Complete control. My every command answered, every whim attended to.
Connected firmly to the ground, I was somehow above it all. It was suddenly clear.
I was driving in a new dimension.
The Mercedes-Benz SLK, driving in a new dimension. The designers and engineers who created the SLK sought to fulfill 4 objectives: to provide the world with a sports car for all reasons in all seasons, to offer a fun-to-drive car with the power and response that enthusiasts expect from a well-heeled roadster, to provide a high level of safety engineering in an open sports car, and finally, to make a clean break with convention by setting a new standard in exterior design and interior styling. The SLK, like every Mercedes-Benz, represents its fine heritage. Even a fleeting glance conjures the 300 SL and 190 SL roadsters of the past. The grille opening and twin power domes unite past and present. Like its predecessors, this design will endure. The SLK is decidedly wedge-shaped, with an extremely short overhang and aggressive wheels that fill the fender wells. At once, both roadster and coupe, the SLK is poised to devour the road. In fact, with its retractable hardtop roof, the transition from one personality to the other is a breeze. It takes less than 30 seconds. This handy cover allows luggage to be placed confidently in the trunk and must be in place with the trunk lid closed in order for the top to operate. The top can now be lowered or raised without the worry of soiling or crushing travel articles or damaging the roof. There is probably no better illustration of just how much thought went into the design of the SLK than this. While top storage in the trunk goes all the way back to the 60s, the concept has never been executed as well as it is in our car. By pressing this button rearward and holding it, the roof and rear window adeptly fold themselves away, unleashing the roadster. Reverse the process by pressing the button forward and holding. Once again, the coupe takes over. The roof is fully lined and sealed against water and wind noise. And the single-pane safety glass rear window contains a defroster for quick clear-up on chilly mornings. The SLK is prepared to excite the passions of the driving enthusiast. Through every turn and on every straight stretch, this is an all-out performer. While other cars grasp at performance excellence by adding cylinders, the SLK, with its compact design dimensions, called for breakthrough technology in a smaller package. The result? The compressor, our 4-cylinder, 16-valve overhead cam engine. To ensure spirited drive, we added supercharging to increase power output. This supercharged 2.3-liter engine produces 185 horsepower at 5,300 RPM, almost equaling that of our normally aspirated 2.8-liter inline 6-cylinder engine used in the C280 sedan. Supercharging our engine provides some unique advantages over turbocharging. While both systems are designed to force more air into the engine, Turbocharging relies on the engine's RPM and exhaust pressure to turn its turbine, resulting in turbo lag or delayed response from the turbocharger. With the SLK's supercharger, the rotors are driven directly from the engine by a V-belt and activated by a magnetic clutch, providing 100% boost pressure when required. The result? Smoother, more predictable, and almost instantaneous throttle response, even at lower engine speeds. The SLK also utilizes a transversely mounted air-to-air intercooler to sharply decrease air temperature, and doing so increase its density. The higher density air allows even more to be taken into the engine for more substantial boost. In fact, the SLK offers an impressive 200 pound-feet of peak torque in a wide band, between 2,500 and 4,800 RPM. The result is maximum torque available throughout almost 90% of the SLK's available RPM. The SLK is also equipped with a 5-speed electronically controlled automatic transmission, which is ideally matched to the high torque characteristics of its supercharged engine. The adaptive transmission responds to an individual's driving style by measuring how quickly they press and release the accelerator. Based on this information, the transmission enters into one of 11 shift patterns. For instance, for those who prefer sporty driving on twisty roads, the transmission will respond with quick downshifts and delayed upshifts. During leisurely driving, the transmission defaults to a basic program designed to maximize comfort and fuel economy. The traditional Mercedes notched gate shifter can even be operated like a manual transmission for those who prefer to feel their way through the gears. When the SLK's designers set out to create a car for all seasons, they didn't forget the rainy season or the snowy season or the seasons of sand and gravel and mud either. Because of its highly developed transmission, the SLK performs well regardless of the moods of Mother Nature. In fact, drivers can select this special W or wet winter mode, which features second gear forward starts and lower overall shift points, as well as an additional higher reverse gear ratio. In this mode, the SLK will upshift at lower engine speeds to help improve driving stability. Standard ASR traction control lends improved startups on wet or slippery surfaces and greater control at higher speeds when its sensors detect wheel slip. Once again, the SLK stands out as a car for all seasons. In the S, or standard mode, the SLK will start out in first gear. While the engine may be the heart of the SLK, the suspension, brakes, wheels, and chassis provide its foundation. This dualistic coupe roadster is nimble and responsive without scrimping on the comfort enthusiasts expect from a car that wears the Mercedes-Benz badge. Up front, the SLK sports a double wishbone suspension, which provides precise wheel location and steering response. One advantage is excellent ride comfort. On the rear, you'll find our patented 5-link design. In use for over 15 years and constantly refined, this has proven to be one of the finest rear suspension systems in the world and provides excellent stability. Another factor in the SLK's finesse in the corners is staggered wheel and tire sizes front to back. The front wheels measure 7 by 16 with 205/55R 16-inch tires. On the rear, the wheels measure 8 by 16 and sport wider, lower profile 225/50R 16-inch tires. The result? Better power application in the rear and improved overall handling. A shorter wheelbase, more direct linkage, and power-assisted recirculating ball steering system further enhance the SLK's excellent steering response. SLK stands out as a car for all seasons. As with all of our products, one of our foremost concerns in the design of the SLK was safety. As you might expect, this car inherits occupant protection concepts which appear throughout the Mercedes-Benz line. Like all Mercedes, the SLK incorporates a strong body structure with front and rear crumple zones designed to absorb impact energy. In the front, the SLK features a newly developed component, an ellipsoid bulkhead. This new bulkhead is based on the forked member principle, but instead of the additional forked front member that attaches the side member to the bulkhead, as in other Mercedes models, the SLK bulkhead features elliptical convex bulges at the side member connection points. This new design enlarges the front crumple zone by about 2 inches compared to the forked front member structure, and enables optimal force distribution in a frontal impact, as well as increasing the legroom of the occupants, thereby providing an extended protection zone in the footwell. In the rear, we have positioned the fuel tank above the rear axle to keep it as far as possible from the rear bumper. This positioning also allows for longer rear crumple zones. Enhancing both styling and safety, integrated roll bars are bolted to a sturdy crossmember in the top portion of the rear bulkhead. These roll bars, along with the A-pillars and windshield header, are designed to improve the level of rollover protection compared to an open vehicle without roll bars. Just as you would expect from any Mercedes-Benz product, the SLK exceeds the safety requirements currently mandated by the federal government. Inside the SLK, the supplemental restraint system features dual front airbags and door-mounted side airbags, which are unique in this class of sports car. 3-point seat belts combine Mercedes emergency tensioning retractors, or ETRs, with belt force limiters. The ETR system automatically removes excess slack from both front seat belts in frontal and rear impacts exceeding a preset threshold. This helps to compensate for loose clothing like coats and jackets. The provision within the ETR assembly, called a force limiter, allows the belt to give a little with the force of the occupant's body against it. The result? The deceleration force is more evenly distributed between the seatbelt and the airbag in an accident in which the airbag is designed to deploy. Of course, the safety of our smallest passengers is always on our minds. Airbag deployment, designed to protect adults, can be very dangerous for children under 13 years old. That's why Mercedes developed a revolutionary child seat recognition system. The Mercedes patented system is supplied by Siemens and utilizes special child seats with built-in resonators that respond to a low-power electronic signal emitted from the passenger seat. When the SLK is made aware that the special child seat, which is designed to operate with the system, is in place, the passenger side front airbag is deactivated. The passenger seat is also fitted with an occupancy seat sensor, which avoids deployment of the passenger side airbags and ETR when no one is seated there. Should a collision occur, this will help save on repair costs. Since security is as important to us as safety, we've equipped the SLK with remote locking and unlocking to complement the anti-theft system. This system uses a radio frequency lock and unlock feature. The individual radio code for each vehicle constantly shifts to help avoid illegal copying and to make your SLK even more difficult to break into. It's also programmable between 2 modes, global and selective. The global mode allows remote unlocking of both doors, the trunk, and the fuel filler flap with a single press of the unlock button. In the selective mode, a single press of the unlock button only unlocks the driver's door and the fuel filler flap. By pressing the unlock button twice in the selective mode, both doors, the trunk, and the fuel filler flap are unlocked. To switch between global and selective modes, simply press the lock and unlock buttons on the fob at the same time and hold them for 5 seconds. The red light on the fob will blink once, indicating that the mode change is complete. The mode selected can only be determined by unlocking the SLK with a remote and observing which sequence takes place. Anytime you unlock the SLK with a remote, the exterior turn signal lamps will blink once. When locking the SLK, the signal lamps will blink 3 times to indicate that the vehicle is in the process of being locked. As an added security feature, if you happen to unlock the car, even inadvertently with a remote, but don't open the doors or trunk for 40 seconds, the SLK automatically relocks itself. Upon reaching 3 miles per hour, the SLK automatically activates the door locks for your personal security if you haven't already done so. To help make for a faster getaway after a flat tire, there's a unique inflatable spare in the trunk. This space-saving extra tire can be easily inflated with the standard air compressor, which plugs into the cigarette lighter. The interior styling of the SLK provides a harmonious complement to its exterior. It combines dynamism and individuality in an exciting cockpit reminiscent of barnstorming flying machines. Leather seats and carbon fiber look accents and matched color themes make this interior uniquely SLK. The stainless steel door sill panels and steel pedals with dramatic rubber studs make a bold design statement. 2 cup holders and a storage tray, which can be used to store coins, present themselves from the top of the console with a gentle push. One major SLK innovation is a new seat suspension system. These seats float on steel frames, providing excellent headroom and comfort, not usually associated with roadster driving. The seats can be manually adjusted to fit the preferences of each driver. The adjustment for fore and aft movement is located in front of the seat. The seat back tilt knob is on the interior side of each seat, and the height adjustment is low on the opposite side near the door. The SLK's telescoping steering wheel is another feature which helps ensure a custom fit. By pulling the handle beneath the steering column towards you, the wheel can be moved back and forth until a comfortable position has been reached. To lock the steering column into place, push the handle back until it engages. A warning light on the column will illuminate if the driver forgets to lock the steering wheel into place by resetting the handle. The instrument panel is at once retro and contemporary. 3 circular instrument bezels feature ivory-colored faces and red indicator needles. Backlighting improves their visibility. Warning lamps are grouped in and around the instrument panel where they're easy to see. The center console contains the climate control system. This system even sports a dust and pollen filter like those found on other Mercedes-Benz automobiles, but unique in this class of convertible. It allows drivers who love the open-air experience of top-down driving to also enjoy all the climate control features of a true coupe when the hardtop is up. The SLK features a Bose 6-speaker AM/FM cassette sound system, which can support an optional dealer-installed CD player. The excellent sound replication of this system, designed for the true automotive audiophile, means that drivers drawn to the uniqueness of the SLK can indulge their unique tastes in music as well. With a simple press of this button, the standard retractable heated headlamp washers clear the lenses with a high-pressure spray. Conveniently clustered around the shift lever are the controls for the power window, roof, and heated side view mirrors. The parking brake is flanked by a small compartment containing the cigarette lighter. The rear section of the console features an armrest with storage compartment, which is also designed to hold the optional cellular phone. The glove box, netting behind each seat, and door pockets all provide additional storage space. To reduce wind buffeting when driving with the top down, we've developed this frameless one-piece fine mesh screen that fits over the roll bars. The screen reduces turbulence and noise within the cockpit, allowing conversation and hairstyles to remain intact. The screen fits neatly into a leather pouch behind the seats when not being used. The location is handy and easy to access anytime it's needed. Both front windows can be raised or lowered simultaneously with a quick double touch and hold of the top operation switch, with a minimum of time spent with the driver's hand away from the steering wheel. Quickly double touch the switch forward and hold to bring both front windows up. Quickly double touch it back and hold to bring them down. This integrated garage door opener can be easily and quickly programmed to emit the proper signal for most garage door opening systems. The Mercedes-Benz SLK 230 compressor. Coupe and roadster. Retro yet contemporary. Rugged yet refined. Proven technology in an innovative package. Truly a car for all seasons and all reasons. Take a ride in the sun. Feel the wind in your hair. Drive in a new dimension.